This is my video project for Art 155, a Western art history from 15th to the 21st century. In this video presentation, I will be talking about the works of Italian Baroque artist Caravaggio. Caravaggio was known for his use of drama and theatricality, as well as incorporating a painting style known as tenebrism, which uses an extreme amount of contrast between light and dark to create a dramatic effect on paintings. In this painting, known as The Taking of Christ, Caravaggio uses an extreme amount of light and dark to create a realistic and dramatic effect in order to showcase the details on each figure that is involved. The background is completely painted in black to bring the audience's focus towards the soldiers and Christ. Each figure has a distinct look to them, and each one is showcasing an emotion, and you can almost feel the emotion and distress behind this painting. A lot of emphasis is shown on Judas and the soldier on the right, while a distressed and overwhelmed Jesus Christ is seen getting taken away by the guards. This painting is supposed to represent Jesus Christ being captured at the Garden of Gethsemane. The soldiers were led there by one of Christ's disciples, Judas. Judas was bribed and tempted with a financial reward if he were to betray Christ and identify him to the soldiers. In order to show the soldiers who Christ was, Judas said that he would identify him by kissing him. In the painting, Christ has a saddened look to him, but he offers no resistance and accepts his fate as the guards try to capture him. On the left side is Saint John the Evangelist trying to flee as the soldiers approach them. This painting itself has a dramatic scene that is being depicted, and Caravaggio does an excellent job by portraying different emotions throughout the painting, and his use of light and shadow is very realistic and captures a good amount of detail and makes each figure pop out. Another painting by Caravaggio titled The Sacrifice of Isaac has a similar feel compared to The Taking of Christ. The Sacrifice of Isaac, there is a strong use of light and dark in order to bring your focus towards the figures in the front. The strong use of light is placed on the figure's face in order to capture their facial expression, and Caravaggio uses warm colors throughout the canvas, and it creates a calming look to the painting, even though the scene that is being depicted is dramatic and violent. In this painting, Caravaggio adds a background which looks like a small town or houses with tree houses. There is no exact information as to what the background may be, but many have speculated that the landscape may represent Caravaggio's training in Lombardy and Veneto. Instead of the background being completely black, this background adds more detail, and you can almost imagine where this scene is taking place, and makes you imagine how the area would look like if you were to live in that exact scene. This painting is supposed to depict a passage from the Old Testament where God instructs Abraham to sacrifice his own son Isaac. In order to test his obedience and loyalty, Abraham prepares a burnt offering and lays Isaac on the pile of wood, and just as he is about to sacrifice his own son, an angel stops and calls Abraham to stop, and then a lamb suddenly appears. The angel then tells Abraham to not kill him, and that he has seen Abraham prove his loyalty towards God. The angel then instructs Abraham to use the lamb as a substitute for a sacrifice, instead of using his own son Isaac. In another painting of Caravaggio titled The Entombment of Christ, Caravaggio uses the same approach compared to his first painting I went over. In The Entombment of Christ, Caravaggio has dark backgrounds with nothing added except the only thing that is present in the painting is Jesus Christ and his followers, Nicodemus, Joseph, Marie, and his mother. Caravaggio doesn't add any background to this to bring focus towards Jesus Christ and his followers. This scene also seems to take place at night, with only one light source illuminating the whole scene. The figures are also placed in the foreground, and they take up the space of most of the canvas so that we only focus on them. In this painting, we see Jesus Christ being lowered into his tomb, while his followers have a certain expression on each of their faces. Many artists, as well as Caravaggio, were into movement, and Caravaggio does an excellent job at showing each figure's movement and making it seem as if we are looking at a scene in present time. This painting itself is supposed to depict the scene where Christ's followers take him down after his crucifixion and bury him in his tomb. Each figure has a saddened expression on their face while they are laying down Christ's body. These works by Caravaggio show his great use of tenebrism by using strong contrast of light and dark while creating dramatic scenes that captivate your attention. His work stands out from other Baroque artists, and it can be seen how he adds great detail in each piece on each artwork, and each artwork has a strong story or meaning embedded into it.